Welcome to Hallies Creations. Today we are going to make an easy peasy spring wreath. So much fun, super easy. Have this made within 5 to 10 minutes tops. What you're going to need is your florals, of course, and that's 3 to 4 florals. Isn't that cute? It's a little thing I have on my front porch for our UPS people. But anyway, squirrel. Coming back to this, go and find some type of accent piece. If you'd like, I did the spring bird because we're doing spring right now. But you can change this wreath out throughout the season, and I'm going to show you how. Because you're not using glue on this. You're just using zip ties, your florals, and your wreath form. So, what we're going to do is I'm using a spray of flower that's just kind of hanging there, and that is perfect like for bridal bouquets and things like that. And it's something I had in my inventory, and I thought, you know what, this is going to make it look a little pretty, a little different, so let's do it. So we're going to take the zip ties, and we're just going to run them right through the vines, those twigs, and then we're going to zip tie each floral with the zip tie to the wreath form. Pretty cool, huh? Super easy to do. So while we're doing that, I am going to just talk to you just a little smidge. I want to remind you, don't forget to set your notify and subscribe if you like seeing these different type of videos that I do. Remember, I do have over 500 plus videos and shorts on my channel, my Hallies Creations channel. So you can pick and choose what you want to look at. And as time goes by, hopefully, I'm getting better at my video shares and making them more clean and presentable for you and you and you. So, getting that out of the way, don't forget to subscribe and set that notify. If you don't set your notify but you subscribe, you won't be notified when there's a new video coming out. So, always remember to set that notify. Subscriptions are free. So on YouTube, a subscription is free. It's complimentary. So here I'm showing you on the flowers, squirrel, getting back to the flowers. They have little indentations on them, and that's really where the manufacturer is suggesting you to cut it. It just makes it easier. So you get yourself some good cutters. I always share. I pick mine up at the hardware store, best price. You can also get them on Amazon if you can't get out to the hardware store. Homes, Lowe's, Home Depot, any place like that will have them. And then I'm putting my flowers on, and then I'm zip tying them. And remember, the fat head, you want to zip tie to the flat part of the fat head. And you'll know what I'm talking about when you see it. So here I'm just putting my flowers back together, because sometimes they do fall apart. Another reason why I chose to do the zip tie on here is, one, it's easy peasy to change them out. You don't have to go buy another wreath. If you want to just put like Christmas flowers on there or fall flowers, you so can. You just cut the zip tie and change your flowers. And you can change your little dangle thing too, because you're using zip ties. So we're just going to lay them on at a little slant and then zip tie them on. And that's pretty much it. And another reason too I'm using the zip ties is I live in the desert. Oh, look at that. I'm showing you some of the different things that I have on my channel, like the bottle art and the glass art, how to make bows for really pretty packages, and paintings. I do palette knife paintings and things like that, and hand painting as well as watercolors. So there's all kinds of stuff that I make on my channel. So you can check that out. Again, like I shared, just go to my playlist, go to my channel, check out the playlist, and you can pick and choose. I also have video collections as well. So you can actually go to like the Wreath video collection, and there's like one video has like 6 different wreaths on it, 6 different styles. And I'll also have that at the end where you can just click on it. But this is just showing you the different things that I make on my channel. So anyway, getting back to why I use zip ties, one of the reasons I chose to do that is in the desert, you use your glue gun, and it gets really, really hot out here, and they melt. So you don't want to do that. Now, if you're in an area where you can use a glue gun and you throw it outside and there's no problemo, then glue them on. But this gives you the opportunity to interchange it and things like that. So moving forward and carrying on, we're just going to put this together for you. Yeah. So I'll be back while we put this together, and I'll chit chat with you just a little bit more. Yeah. So I'll be back. So now I'm zip tying this on. I'm also showing you in the corner here the different stores where I buy my supplies. Joann's, Michael's, Amazon, and Hobby Lobby are the main places, and the Dollar Tree, depending on the quality of the product at the Dollar Tree. A lot of my wreath forms I get at the Dollar Tree. So here the ribbon I picked up was from Sam's Club, Costco, Sam's Club, pretty much the same thing. And I picked them up after the holidays. Remember how I always share pick up your supplies for the upcoming holiday after the holiday? That way you have it and you save a lot of money. So this I think I picked up for like $5 for that whole roll. That's pretty good. So what I'm doing here is I'm showing you to zigzag. Don't loop it. You want to make sure that the style is showing all the way that pattern. I mean, you don't want to zigzag it. You want to loop it. So loop it about 2 to 3 times. And here's a mistake that a lot of people make, including me when I first started. I felt like I had to put a lot of loops on there, and you don't. Less is best. Yes, it is, because you're going to add a few different ribbons on here as well. So by the time it's all said and done, you're going to have about 6 loops to fluff out. So here we're just going to loop it. And then the next one will we can zigzag because it does have the pattern on both sides. And then you're going to see where we're going to snip it. You're going to fold it in half, what I call bunny ears. You're going to make bunny ears. And then you're going to snip it on the sides just a smidge. What's a smidge? Just a tiny little bit, just enough to get that wire cut. Just a smidge, because you don't want to go too far where it falls apart. You want to keep it where it's nice. And then we're going to zip tie this and put it on the wreath form as well. Yes, we are. So we're doing that right now. Now we're going to zip tie this to the wreath form. And you can place your bow wherever you want. Some wreaths you want them like where your flowers come up from the bottom this way, and you put the bow in the middle there. You can put it off to the side. Just whatever looks visually good. Whatever is visually good that works for you. For me, I put it where I have it up on the corner off to the right a little bit because I'm doing my flowers this way, bow up here with my little piece here. And I did that because I have a little door knocker on my front door, and I want to be able to display that door knocker in the middle of my wreath as well. Just a few more little things that I show you how to make on my channel. Most of these are on my channel, some are not. They're just items that I've made, and I'm sharing that with you in my inventory. But most of them, there are ways to show you how to make these and stuff. So yeah, I do a lot of bottle art because I love that. Like when you go to a friend's place and you're taking a bottle of champagne or cider, or even those cute little Starbucks bottles, or the little sparkling ciders. Those are so much fun to do for the holidays and such, for the tables, and just a little gift to give your host or hostess. So here we're going back to where we're almost done with this, if you can believe it. It's that easy. Now I am using my glue gun just a smidge. I lied, I did use my glue gun. Sorry. But I'm just using it as an accent to put it underneath the bow, some leaves. And you can actually use zip ties to put those on as well. You don't have to use the glue gun. I just kind of cheated and kind of threw those out there real quick. And of course you just saw down there just a little reminder to subscribe and set your notify. That way, more than anything, is for you don't miss out on the shares that are coming up. You'll get like a little notification. I usually premiere, so it tells you when it's going to come up. And I try to upload my new shares on between Thursday and Sunday. So like 3 p.m. to 12 p.m. So that's kind of what I'll do, because that's when I notice most of my viewers are on and they're able to catch the new uploads. So here we are going to just twist and fluff after we put the leaves on, just to give it some depth and some dimension. And we're pretty much done. You'll also see too here on the actual wreath, there's some cute little bees in there. I have a studio, and I went out there and I saw these little bees, and I was like, oh, those would be perfect on that wreath. So I just kind of tucked them in there. So that's one thing that you can do as well. Just tuck them in. It's easy peasy. So just a reminder, pick up your supplies after the holidays. Like this wreath form is usually at least $10 at Michael's. I picked it up after the holidays. So it was blown out. It was with the Christmas supplies, but I thought, oh, that's white. I can use that any time of the year. So I grabbed that up, 90% off or 80% off. So what did I pay for that $10 wreath? Probably $1.90. That's what I do. So go after the holidays, about a week or two after the holidays is when they really have things marked down. They start like 75, and they go down. Eventually they'll hit 90, usually. And just grab your supplies then. And then you have them. And that's it. We're going to twist and fluff the bow. We're going to trim it out a little bit. And then we're going to hang it up on the front door with a couple of zip ties or pipe cleaners. If you don't have zip ties, you can do this whole wreath with pipe cleaners. And I want to remind you too that I do have a Facebook page. It's Hallies Creations. And I have a creative group on Hallies Creations on my Facebook page. So if you want to be part of that, I put the lives and the uploads on that as well. And then of course Instagram and TikTok, all the social media platforms. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I really hope that you enjoyed this, that it was easy peasy enough for you to really feel confident to do it. And the best thing is when you're making this, and if you don't like it, you just cut those zip ties and just do it again. It's not that hard. I even get my zip ties at the Dollar Tree for $1, $1.25. So we are done with this. Always remember, trim after you've made it. Don't trim things up as you're making it. Let it be long and wonky, because you can't add to it once you cut it off, remember? So leave everything kind of long and wonky, then go back, visually look at it, and then trim things up. And always trim a little bit longer than what you think you want to trim it, because 9 times out of 10, that's going to be what you want. So there it is on my front door. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and until next time, may the Lord bless you, keep you. Have a good day and a better tomorrow. And